In Consumer Corner, we take a look at trends and products creating a buzz here in China. On today's show, we'll discuss a new trend in house buying among young Chinese college graduates. As graduation time approaches, around 6 million students are preparing to graduate from college. Heading out from school to society, these graduates need to face harsh realities. Many are stressed by weak job opportunities, housing costs, and marriage. Despite the pressure, many college students have something to envy. Many have already gotten the deed to a house. According to some real estate agents, nearly 5% of house buyers were born after the 1990s. Most college graduates were born in this time period. Over 60% of these young home buyers chose property of about 860 square feet. A house this size is often chosen by young couples. Among all these young home owners, only around 7% of them are using their own earnings to buy property. More than 31% of them pay off their house payments in one full payment. This cash all comes from their parents' savings. 61% of them accept their parents' support for the first down payment, but will repay the loan gradually after getting a job. Of course, most houses listed at an average price would not be affordable for most college graduates, since they do not have savings or income. Their incomes aren't expected to get much better either. There's little optimism for the job market for recent graduates this year. Until May, the percentage of graduates signing job contracts was only 30%. According to the latest numbers, the average salary of graduates this year barely reached $490 per month. In order to buy a house at $150 per square foot, recent grads would need to save up for several more decades. So the only way for them to purchase a house is to ask their parents for financial support. According to China Youth Daily, the average age of a first-time house buyer in China is 27 years old. This is much younger than the United States, where buyers are 31 years old. So why do young Chinese people need the house at such a young age? In a traditional Chinese perspective, owning a home is just as important as beginning a successful career. And for most Chinese parents, owning a home is the first and most important task for starting a family. Parents hope that home ownership could provide their children with a peaceful and stress-free environment in both their career and family lives. Apart from this, the high housing prices need to be considered for these college-age buyers. According to data from the China Real Estate Index system, the average price of a newly built home in May was around $154 per square foot. That was an increase of more than 0.8% from April. Comparing the last 12 months, 77 cities out of 100 studied cities showed an upward trend in pricing data. Graduates and their parents make the investment despite worrying about increased housing prices. Many see it as a wise investment, as they expect continuing price hikes in the near future. Based on this, their parents are willing to buy the house as an investment for their children. That is, even if the student doesn't plan on working in his or her hometown. Many netizens give their opinion on the microblogs. Quote, "I think this situation is quite normal. Parents love their children, so they will always consider their long-term development. And with the high price today, there will be no better time to buy a house in the future than right now." Other comments also agree with this idea. Quote, "It is quite sensible for these parents to pay the first down payment for their children. A housing loan would encourage those young people to save money. Otherwise, it will be spent on beer, Skittles, and iPhones." Another commenter showed his opposition. Quote, "If everyone refuses to buy houses, the price will keep on increasing. The price hike is actually contributed by consumers." Similarly, another net user also didn't think the behavior of those parents was sensible. Quote, "Purchasing a house for the children might ease a bit of pressure from college graduates, but at the same time, it will also make their children less aggressive in their careers and less tough in their social lives." As more and more college graduates are becoming homeowners right after or even before their college graduation, many may need to reconsider the decision. Society might be negatively affected by increasing housing prices.